Hello and welcome back once again, my friends, pioneers of werewolves, divergence, and glitches, to another episode of the Daily Candle Close News. Sending you all much love and high vibrations out to wherever it is you may be in the matrix and galaxy today. Somebody in the YouTube chat, let me know, testing 1 2, if you can hear me today on this Saturn day, this beautiful April the 13th, bloodbath for the cryptocurrency market we are seeing. Did we do it again, coach? Did you do it again, coach? Did we just take out 8 horizontal trading ranges that we have shared of support on the charts? Are we about to take out number 9 at 57k, coach? We'll talk about it today. Let me know if you can hear me. Let's go. Testing 1 2. Shout out to the 4 current viewers. That's 3 current likes. Let's get one more. Let's go. Hell yeah. Much love, but y'all know what it is. Every single time we are out here, every single day, we are trying to do one thing, and that's lift the vibrations, lift the frequency. So y'all know how we are gonna start today's video off. And let me know if you can hear me now, because this is an important message about to go out. Rachel P, we got Paws in the house. Let me know if you can hear me. Pause. Throw some hearts in the chat. So throw some celebrations, some 100s, some look at them eyes go. Let me know if you can hear me now. There we go. So as we look at the markets, we got a lot to talk about. So much to go over. But I'm telling you, pioneers, if life was nothing but green lights and happy days and green candles, and we didn't have no bad days, no red lights, no yellow lights, no red candles, no sell-offs that make us think, that make us pause, that make us reaccumulate, what would it all be for? Because we need the red days. That's how we build, that's how we grow, that's how we evolve and ascend as the pioneer staring back at you in the mirror. To being our best self. Let's go. See, the lesson we gotta learn though is how to handle it. Applied action when these things happen. When you can't figure it out, where we going, coach? We're gonna DCA either way. When it all goes astray. When it all goes belly up, coach. And the nights are unusually long and they're harder than ever. It's raining on me every day, coach. There's dark clouds following me around. Oh, you gotta have discipline, cause that's life. Oh, the question is, how do you handle it? We've been preparing our pioneers for a sell-off. We were preparing them for the upside. We hit 74k. We called it 2+ weeks in advance. But we can't get rid of March by tearing it off the calendar. We can't throw April away just cause of the April showers. Let's go. We gotta get wiser. We gotta get better. We gotta get stronger with pioneers. 4th quarter overtime. Let's go. Let's grind. Let's go, let's grind so we can shine. We can't change by doing nothing. We can't change without failures, setbacks, trials and tribulations, and obstacles we have to overcome. It's part of the journey, part of the process, part of the craft and skill we are building. See, we were de-risking. We told you we were de-risking projects. In meetings, at Traderholics and Fibonomics, at the DailyCandleCloseNews.com. You better go and check it out. We were calling the setup last night, and we're seeing it come into fruition. This is part of the journey, adversity, opposition, haters and naysayers. Coach A been a trader though. Hey, my class was prepared last night. They were planting seeds to eat fruit in the future less than 12 hours ago. More than 12 hours ago now. See, this is important, pioneers. We gotta grind. We gotta supply the work now. for the victory tomorrow. We gotta learn to handle these setbacks, these sell-offs, these red days, this difficulty. The Bitcoin crash and bloodbath that everybody talking about. Altcoin sell-off. Oh Lord. We've been expecting pullbacks. We've been on the higher time frames, overbought. I'm talking exuberantly for the last, I don't know, year plus now. We gotta have pullbacks. We're heading into the halving. We told you, pioneers. We told you we're in the danger zone. Danger zone. Uh-oh. Part of being able to continue to move forward is knowing where you're at in past data, in future projections. This is why we bring the decoding. This is why we bring the numerology, the gematria, the technical analysis, the motivation, the everything, the right attitude to bringing you the most bullish bangers out there. Can I get a hello? But don't stay down. They want you to stay down right now, even if we dip lower. Don't stay down. That's a loser. Winners, we fail, but we get back up. That's a pioneer. We always get back up. We dust our shoulders off. That's a winner. Fourth quarter overtime. Never surrender, never retreat, never back down. Sometimes you give your best and it doesn't work. You try your best and you work hard. You put in the work. You build your craft, your skill, and it doesn't go the way you want. And then you quit. Want to blame everybody else. What? No. We knew this was coming. We knew this was a possibility, and we can go a lot lower. Where can we go, coach? We can see 44, 45. We can see 49K at the lowest right now. We can possibly go any even lower. Is this the next C19, the next 9/11 event? Who knows? We'll talk about it today. This isn't just a technical move, pioneers. This is a decoded move if you know what to look at, like the 322nd year anniversary of Yale University 187 days ago. Murder! What? Can I get a hello? That ties us into today. A day that adds up to 61. We just hit 61K. Can I get a hello? I'm telling you, pioneers, you can decode these markets. Look at the Pope's birthday, his most recent birthday. It was 119 days ago. Is this showing the next 9/11 event with all this war narrative going on? It's April 13th. I told you all in a blog, pioneers, when Peter Higgs, the father of the guard particle, the next Big Bang was coming. Uh-oh. Is the next Big Bang, the next 201, the next 9/11 here? As we see this war narrative, I told my pioneers to prepare for the 103rd, the 104th day of the year as we headed into April 13th. 413, which, if we really look at today, we know April is, well, 213, because April's the second month, and death in the satanic cipher equals 213. Giving us that death, that murder, that sell-off in the markets today. 119 days since Pope Poppy Francis's birthday. I'm telling you now, you gotta watch. You gotta keep an eye of the elite when viewing the screen. But hey, you can't decode the markets though. I can't prepare you for war narratives that we're seeing on the world stage on April 12th, April 13th in a blog several days ago. On the death of Peter Higgs. For a potential market shakeout and war narratives coming sooner than later. As we prepare for World War III, like Coach Abe has preparing you about for several years, like in his sports blogs and his sports book, Game of Nations, unveiling the parallels between sports and the precursors to World War III. And we see UConn, Skull and Bones, yet again the Wolf's Head, go back to back like the Chiefs. What do you know? And I shared with you then. What did I share with you then? The eclipse that was coming up, and how it wouldn't be blocked out by, the moon. Have you seen the news, the videos that have been passed around? How's the moon away and not in front of the sun, but yet it's blocked out by a, what did we call it? A black dot. Don't look up. I'm telling you, pioneers, things are getting spicy in the Matrix as we see war narratives that I prepared you for this year in my book, in my blogs, in my work for so long now. Again, we don't want to be right, but it's what the world is showing us. It's what the code is showing us. So why not add it to the markets? Why not prepare you for a Wyckoff distribution schematic? For 3 months now, we've been building with our pioneers in the Tradeaholics and Fibonomics twice a week, where I spend multiple hours with you, teaching you how to trade, teaching you how to decode, approach the markets, approach the news, manifest your fucking life. Let's go! I'm bringing some of the most biggest bangers, giving them away for fucking almost nothing, for basically free. Every single day. Throw your favorite cryptos, something you want to look at in the charts right now today. I'll look at it for fucking free. The only crypto YouTuber to do it. Let's check out the chat. Let's go. Loud and clear, my man said, pause, let's go. Awareness DCA anyway, let's go. Plant seeds so we can grow, they said. Hello, we might be hit. That shit in the live broadcast. Ooh, let's go. Let's go. 11, 12 minutes in. Still recording, let's go. We gotta get the storage cleared up on the PC because we ain't gonna be able to do the Waters Above YouTube on April 23rd. 3 years in the making. I've manifested it, pioneers. I said I am gonna have an interview with Waters Above Crypto. Our work is similar, it is the same. I'm telling you now. We're still recording. I gotta go get that 1 terabyte hard drive so I can upload some files so I can get some storage cleared. We're gonna break the firmament on April 23rd, but again, that is the upcoming 223 date. Did you know? I didn't plan it. He picked the date. That is my number that I used to manifest. We used the 223, the 322 EMAs. We swiped through them on a lot of time frames. Hey, if you had limit orders there to accumulate DCA into, you've got a discount price. All tied to the Skull and Bones rituals we're going to continue to see. Since the start of Beltane on March 22nd, we've seen nothing but event after event, scripted death after scripted death, like we've called it. Again, it's not that we're wanting to be right. It's not that we're trying to predict these fucking outcomes. We were born on April 26, so what a great birthday present coming up on the 23rd, but that means I'm an 8 of Wands birth card. I take my ability to see the future and manifest it into being able to take care of my family. My pioneers are family too, so I'm sharing the news with you. Let's go. So on the 114th day of the year, I stay in, imagine that, the 252 area code. This will be the full moon, but we won't be negative here. We're gonna be bursting open pineal glands, shattering the fucking firmament. You thought NASA was doing something shooting 3 rockets at the fucking eclipse. Boy, Master Chief 117, Coach Abe, and the fucking Chief Wolf's about to go ham. Decodes markets, bursting open pineal glands, enlightenment, ascension. It's all on the way in a few days. 10 days in the making. Count the day, pioneers. Share the word. Pass it out with your friends. Let's go. But this will be the 114th day of the year, and I will be trying to unlock mine and yours and Chief Wolf's DNA, our deoxyribonucleic acid, on the 114th day of the year. Very important. Deoxyribonucleic acid gives us that 114 in numerology. So very, very important in gematria. We're in the matrix, gematria. Anyways, but very important. So just throwing that in there for fun, extra credit. You know how we do, pioneers. Throw your favorite cryptos in the chat. Bitcoin at 62K, getting a potential bear trap right here in the making after we fall to a 4.236 and past extension. I mean, almost a 0.6 fib. Dang. But anyways, down to that 59K coming out of the 103rd day yesterday. So let's go back to April 12th, the 103rd day of the year. What was that? We were starting to see these signs and the sell-off 117 days after Pope Poppy Francis's birthday, and we know Bitcoin equals 117. But anyways, again, we were starting to see the signs of this, so I brought it up with my pioneers. But again, we've been following it for quite some time in this what we knew was a topping distributional crown top Bart Simpson head type pattern of a Wyckoff distribution, leading into a possible LPS that we've seen in this ABC wave, now possibly capitulating all the way down to 54, 53, possibly lower than 53K. So again, we've lost this trend line. If we continue to close multiple 2-hour, multiple daily, a weekly candle close below this, we're headed down. I've been sharing for multiple weeks with my pioneers a daily, a weekly close below 69, 65K shows we were headed down. We've had some 2-hour closes below 69K. We've been in an ABC corrective wave since our last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Elliott wave impulsive wave in this much larger ABC corrective wave pattern. Again, tying it into a Wyckoff distribution type top. Okay, with our last upthrust after demand that just couldn't get past 73K. A shout out to a tribute to Osiris and Zeus. Anyways, that was around April 8th and the Great American Eclipse. If we couldn't do it then, and we couldn't do it heading into tax day, oh no, what do you think? I don't know, pioneers. We just saw investors back at the beginning of the year in December, way back here around before the Super Bowl where the 49ers were, where we couldn't get past 49K till we squeezed past it, okay, right here. Right after the 49ers lost, then we lost the resistance of 49K. But anyways, right back here in, where we at in December? It's a messy chart to be looking at this on it. Let's clean that up a little bit. But yeah, in December, right after our ETF news and sell-off, heading into January and what is known as tax loss harvesting, we had investors take profits, then buy back the dip. Not financial advice. And now we've seen them take profits for well over a month now. And well, guess what? We're heading into tax day. Do you think, pioneers, that maybe they shed a little bit of a few months of an increase off the table right here, heading into tax day, as we exited cherry blossom season? Where did we get the top, coach? On Pi Day 3.14, and did you not, coach? Did you not, in a Gematria Crypto, break this down with your pioneers on Pi Day, letting them know the potential of the upside and downside while we were seeing what we were seeing? You did, didn't you, coach? If we couldn't get past these levels of 74 into 75K now, oh, don't worry, it's coming. But it might be later rather than sooner. While we see the war narratives sooner rather than later, bringing the healthy correction that we've been seeing, the unsustained prices in Bitcoin reach to since, I don't know, let's find a good chart to look at this on, but since 9/11 and the daily lows that we've been teaching you about here on the daily candle close news since September 11th and the 9/11 lows, we've been in an amazing uptrend for, I don't know, up until today is a whop bamboozle of a 214 day uptrend since our daily lows on 9/11. Alright, so very important, something we talk about, something we teach about. We haven't hit the 223, the 322 EMAs on the daily since then. Where do you think we're going to? The 223, the 322 EMAs around the 786, the 888, the 702, the 618. Ranges of this fib pool from our ETF sell-off candle body close on the daily to the candle body close on the highs we saw on Pi Day. Bitcoin did hit his 69K top on the 314th day back here. We told you 2 weeks in advance we were gonna start de-risking our projects certain days in November no matter what, the chart said. We called 69K then. Okay, we hit pi again, and we're selling off. Everything comes full circle back to the 786, a possible trading range into 47K as we head into the next 9/11 event, possibly the next President 47, possibly being your first female, possibly being a first black African American female. Kamala Diva Harris, something we've been foreseeing with our Ada One's foresight for many years. So maybe it's Obama, Michelle Obama. I don't know, my father was big on it. He said that she would be president. I don't know, he passed away in 2018. He's not here to share this moment with me today. Maybe he was right, I'm wrong. But it's the cards we were dealt the last few years that had me thinking what I'm thinking is gonna start to portray itself on the world stage. Exit stage left. Let's check out the chat. Throw your favorite cryptos down. Straight fire coming soon, awareness said. Coach about to drop bombs. I've already been dropping bombs. Shout out to Spirit of Simeon. Let's go. Plato's bro. Could you potentially see XRP wick to 32 or 30 cents? Yeah, possibly. Comparing back to 2017-18 iteration. I'm gonna swing the hell out of the macro. Yeah, zoom out when in doubt. Of course, plant them seeds. Let's take a look at XRP. Okay, so here we go, XRP. Something I was sharing with my pioneers last night was I didn't want to lose this triangle. I didn't want to lose this, the bottom of this 46-cent range. This is a very good accumulation for XRP to start DCAing into. As a matter of fact, I shared with my pioneers in the Discord that when you look at what I'm personally buying and selling, I bought $1,000 worth of XRP. I mean, this was yesterday, of course, so I started dollar cost averaging into it. Who knows? We weren't guaranteed this, even though the charts were presenting it. Guess what? I can start throwing more money into it and start getting, well, it was almost 2 for 1. That was a great opportunity to throw a 1K in there, hold out till $5 higher potentially in the future. I don't care to wait another 4 fucking years like I've been waiting. Almost 6 years, to be honest. Going on 6 since new all-time highs. 2019 was my first dollar cost average in, so roughly 5 years. I mean, I don't care to wait another 10 to pass it on to my son. I'll call that a freaking generational wealth. But anyways, what I'm saying is I can turn 1K into possibly 10K if I sold it all then, but I won't. I'll DCA out just like I DCA'd in. So, I bought 1K, 1,800 shares, almost 2K shares. I'll probably start buying some more today, you know what I'm saying, after this live stream. Who knows? I might look at some other projects. I might not throw all my money in XRP. I never will. Diversification in all fields. So, very important. But I can definitely see a wick down to, let me go to my main chart and pull up my XRP chart. Because you're going to see in my work over several years, is this the right one? Yeah. There's this range. Last year, throughout 2022, heading into the lows that we saw, move San Francisco out of the way, Phoenix. But Ripple Labs founded there. I could see this potential 32.2 cents being swiped through again, maybe 322 coming out of the 322 last year, which again 2022 heading into 2023, the 223 year. I was teaching my pioneers in videos. If you go back and look at some of them at my work, when we talk about XRP, every time we got here, bah, 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 we're freaking yelling it, screaming it at the top of our lungs. But anyways, just absolute fucking banger from this level. So a retest of that range, who knows? Maybe, I don't know, maybe it was the December low, around January 2nd, the new year, that gave us our final low at that range. But if we were to see an absolute just meltdown from 46 cents, we're hitting 43, 36, 32, possibly 27 cents again. And yeah, who knows? We could look at this as a much larger, juicy butt cheeks pattern, move that out of the way. But what I'm thinking is a much larger buying climax over, we're talking about a possible 7-year theory here, okay? Something around those lines. But buying climax, selling climax, automatic rally, return to low, and then, I'm not going to call a spring here and say we go to 9 cents. Who knows? I mean, I don't know what we could see on the world stage. But I would say a return to low. You know what I'm saying? 32.2, maybe 27 cents, a higher low in Wyckoff reaccumulation schematic, long term, before we continue the journey. Like, if we're talking about more downside here, like if, we could see this be a very big bull trap coming in, possibly around the 4.236 of my most recent fib pool. Now, I would need to possibly go and adjust that. There's no telling where I pulled it from. I'm just looking at it right now, and that's showing me 39 cents. Right there at around that 40 cents. And it's not surprising because we're heading into May 1st. Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. And we're getting this sell-off. Okay, pioneers, a few weeks away, coming out of cherry blossom season. I told you the peak of the market was coming around the 23rd, the 26th of March. We kicked back up towards all-time highs in the markets of the Pi Day high, but we didn't break it around the 23rd, 26th. So that gave us our second opportunity to de-risk, and recently we've had our third. So, but right here around the eclipse. But now heading into May, Mayday, 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 sell in May, walk away, remember to return in September, may September shine like gold come December. But the most important thing to remember is we're talking about skull and bones, coming at the 223 year, the 322, everything being tied to this number sequence. Even you, okay? You're tied to the 322 with the 7 orifices in your face. 3 plus 2 plus 2 is 7. That's why they use the skull and the bones. Okay, so anyways, but from March 22nd up until May 1st, Mayday, 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 the Illuminati's birthday is a 40-day time period and ritual. And well, Ripple XRP ties us into that 40, okay? So again, I'm looking for possibly 40 cents maybe a low of 27 cents or 32.2 cents, the 322. Okay, so again, this is dating back in my work for multiple years now, this level, this range. If we're going to continue to keep peeling off, I'm going to have limit orders set there to buy. If I get it, I get it. If not, guess what? I just dollar cost averaged in. It's not like I'm missing out on the dip. I'm never going to catch the lows. I'm never going to sell the highs, even though we told you 74K was coming 2 weeks in advance. We de-risked there. Some projects, yeah. Did we sell it all and liquidate? Negative, not affirmative. So we'll be looking for these levels, these 3 levels to the downside. 27, 32.2, 40 cents. Now that we've lost 46 cents. We're going to dollar cost average into 46 because we're on the 46th president. Ripple XRP gives us that 42 and 40 cents. 46. Look out for 42 cents. You see what I'm saying, pioneers? Before we go to $1.09. Before we go to $1.34. And on our way to the 5 that I just shared with you in my long-term play. Okay? So very important. That's what I see for XRP to the downside if we were to continue seeing a sell-off awareness. So 0.30 cents, quite possible. Who knows? Not gonna count on it. That's definitely hopium. They would be fools to give us this opportunity again. And it looks like they're possibly giving us this opportunity again of something very similar to, well, what happened in C19. This massive sell-off coming after the Chiefs won the Super Bowl against the 49ers. Wow. Huh. What just happened this year? Didn't the Chiefs win the Super Bowl against the 49ers? Let me go to that chart. Got that pulled up for you all. But whop bamboozle. Biden just gave us laser eyes the day after. But this same Super Bowl, Chiefs won against the 49ers, a C19, before we saw an exuberant boom, boom, whop, bam, 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 banger. So, I mean, are we getting the makings of coming back to a daily 223, 322 EMA for Bitcoin around 43K, the 14th prime number? Shout out to Osiris. Who knows? Can we get a upside down phallus Who knows? I mean, we can definitely see a phallus. If we were to invert the chart and we were to fall down there, what would that make? You know what it would make? Back up. Who knows? The next C-19, the next 9/11 event could be here. So, let's go back. But yeah. Hop, still drawing. But yeah, we've lost the 50 EMA, 55 EMA, the 50 SMA. We're headed to the 89 at around 59,647 on the daily time frame. We're looking at the 111 at 57K, this horizontal trading range of this previous high at 52, 53K. You know, 52,788 is what I've got. And then these EMAs, the 200, that pink one, 49. Again, we saw the 49ers in the Super Bowl. We could easily retest 49 as a horizontal trading range, retest this previous ETF high of 48K. Okay, 49, 48K, heading to 47, heading into the 47th Super Bowl. 47 is the 15th prime number. Bitcoin is 15 years old. The 200 SMA might be there around that time. Maybe the 322 is pulled up there around that time, and everything's pulled up. Okay, they've been working their way up for several months, but they're lagging indicators. They're about to meet again for the first time on the daily time frame since 9/11 and the lows we got here. Okay, so very important. So again, let's look at that and decode that. How many days, how many months, what is that being? Is there something to see in the code? Oh wow, 214 days. So not surprising that, you know, again, we're tied to that death coming out of the 13th week of the year last week, which is tied to death, the 13th card in the tarot. Okay, so April 11th was a big day for the markets. We saw scripted events on this day. Heading into April 12th, war narratives on this day. And April 13th, more war narratives on April 13th. I think it was this not, one of these days was O.J. Simpson died at 76. He had like 76 NFL touchdowns. Like there's a whole decode behind him. I just haven't done it. But very important. It was all tied to the dragon being the 103rd day of the year. Okay. Again, dragon giving us 103 in numerology. I should have that down here, but I don't. But yeah. Dragon 103. In the dragon year, we hit 59K coming out of the 103rd day. Not surprising. Okay? So very important, pioneers. But you can't decode the markets, coach. You're not a real trader if you decode the markets, coach. What the fuck? I can't wait to talk about Waters Above, or talk with Waters Above about this. It blows my mind how people would like to, you know, still attack our work, even though we've famously came out here for 3+ years. The both of us have a combined over 700 total videos out there in the world. Not to mention the other great decoders that might be using decodes and market analysis. I don't really know of any. Share their work if you've got it. Drop it in the chats, you know. But it's just amazing how people refuse to elaborate the exuberance of this. Do you see blood in the streets on Beltane? We're in Beltane. We're still in Beltane. So yeah, it's again a 40-day time period. So this was 304, 7 months, 1 day. So we're heading to that's today, 7 months, 2 days. Bitcoin equals 72. So I'd be looking out for tomorrow as well, the 216, because 6 times 6 times 6 is, well, guess what? 666, or 6 times 6 times 6 is 216, and this gives us 30 weeks, 6 days since 9/11. So that's 3 6s, 666. Okay, tying us into the 216, and it's 7 months, 3 days from 9/11 to tomorrow, the 144 date. Okay, tying us into the 144,000 chosen. Okay, tying us into the 3 6s, aka Jesus Christ, 36. Okay, the 666, the 6 proton, 6 neutron, 6 electrons. You are Jesus Christ. Okay, tying us into the death, 216, the mark of the beast. Okay, from 9/11. Next event could happen heading into April 14th, 15th, like Waters Above says. Okay, April 15th, Abraham Lincoln assassination. Does history repeat itself with JB? Anyway, but what we're seeing is 73, 7 months, 3 days. So watch out for more of a sacrifice tomorrow. And now I'll answer your correct question. Get over that decode right there. Do you see blood in the streets on Beltane? So yeah, Beltane is happening now. So it's why we're seeing the Russia, Moscow shooting and attack on March 22nd, 2024. It was the start of Beltane and the 40-day time period until May 1st. May Day, May Day, May Day. Okay, so we're in a time period of May Day. Okay, and again, it's a 40-day ritual, 1 month and 9 days. Think about C1 a few years ago. But anyways, tying us in the 5-day time period, tying us into two things: God and Satan, the demiurge, okay? The dual character, aka duality, the creator, destroyer, God, okay? Giving us that same 55, and you say God, I say 10, say 10, 55, okay? So, very important that you understand this. But this being a 40-day time period, so we're still in Beltane, which is why we're seeing blood in the streets, literally, physically, financially, emotionally, and mentally, okay? So, period. Alright, this is how our realm is ran, okay, every year. Alright, since I've been looking into this for about 8+ years. Shout out to other people like Tommy Truthful, Donut Factory, Decoding with Cody, and Waters Above. Anybody else that shares these enlightening connections, but not many talk about Beltane. Tommy Truthful, probably one of the only ones. Decoding with Cody, I'm not sure. I'm very new to his work. Somebody just shared that with me, so I just want to give him a shout out. But Tommy Truthful and Donut, probably the only two that I've really heard bring up this, other than myself. But it's a very, very ritualistic time period. So again, Russia, Moscow bombing and attack and shooting, 322. We saw the Golden Gate, not the Golden Gate. We're watching out for that one, Golden Gate Bridge in San Fran. But we saw the Baltimore Bridge collapse ritual, all during Beltane. Okay, and that happened on, I forget what date, but shortly after this. Now you've seen a couple scripted deaths like O.J. Simpson, or you've seen Peter Higgs pass away. You've now seen Skull and Bones, the Wolf's Head, which is another fraternity at Yale University. Shows you right here, other than Skull and Bones and Scroll and Key, you saw UConn, the Wolf's Head, a Skull and Bones ritual since then. Okay, take another back-to-back championship. They won in the 2-2-3 year, 2023, and now they won 2 back-to-back. Do they go 3 back-to-back-to-back? And show, well, the start of World War III and America's involvement next year after China gets involved this year with Taiwan. Okay, so, what else has happened? Now Iran is attacking Israel, they say. And, there's footage of, like, the same video that was shared in the Russia-Ukraine attack, and like documented footage from like an old World War II video that's been resurfaced in this new attack, and like it's crazy. But anyways, you got this conflict going on. So you see so much happening. 3 cops in Memphis just recently get shot and killed. Like so many rituals. We're in the blood in the streets, you guys. So not surprising. Which is why we, since December, since this period down here, we were sharing with you all our fibs on fibs chart, which I'm not sure where that is. I'll have to find it real quick. But it's a really great example of just getting you ready to de-risk. Here's another one. This was, to me, a picture speaks 1,000 words. I put 71, 73K. I left it at that. Drew a circle with an arrow. This is a fib on fibs chart. We hit that 73. We've had a ritual sacrifice from there since, a tribute to Zeus, 37, or Osiris, which gives us 73 when we type both those names out in numerology. Zeus, 37, or Osiris. So again, this was a phallus of Osiris ritual from 73, technically 74, because this Luciferianism, Lucifer 74, okay. We did a whole blog and decode on this. We hit 74K in March. Lucifer gives us 43, March gives us 43. Let me spell it right. Sorry about that. I might have lost a follower there. But anyways, no wonder we hit 74 in March. But anyways, during March Madness, you guys, okay? Or right before it started. But this was a great example of, you know, phallus ritual, okay? So now we're in Blood in the Streets. But there's another fib on fibs chart that I want to share. I just gotta find it. That's not it. I've got so many. So I've got 4 technically now. But let's get back to where we were, because we do want to talk about that as well. I'm getting ready to go watch the new Civil War movie, you guys, so I got to get off of here soon. But I still got a lot of time with you guys, 40 minutes or so. So again, drop your favorite cryptos in the chat. I'm going to find this chart in a minute, and we'll move on. See where we were. We were not there. We were either here or somewhere else. But danger zone might be on this one. I doubt it. No, it should be on my Dow Jones. We've entered this retest range, so now that we've, if we don't get a bounce here before I change this chart, again, horizontal trading range. I'm not calling this really a crash yet, and this could end up being a falling knife back down. So we know we can go a hell of a lot lower. 2-hour resetting, but is the daily? No. Is the weekly? Absolutely fucking not. It's still at fucking 69. Okay, so this weekly can bleed. Okay, so let's remember that. Let's watch the weekly close. But let's go back real quick. Let's try and find this fibs on fibs chart, because I was talking about a 69K. Oh, this turned out to be golden. It's a recent play I shared with my pioneers. This bull pennant that had a chance of breaking down or breaking up around tax day into 75K. If we didn't do it then we weren't going to. We were headed down, and we broke down. Bear flag, and broke down even more. So this might not be done. We can keep bear flagging and breaking down, you guys. Let's find this fucking, oh, look at that motherfucker. Fucking banger, banger, coach. Did you do it again, coach? I did it again. Pioneers, I did it again. Support must hold, okay? I've said it, all right, period. If we don't hold, closes below it, going down. All right, 2-hour shows, we can get a bounce, but if we get back up here and reject from 68K, what the fuck's that matter? What the fuck's it matter? You know what I'm saying? We're going down. Okay? If we can't get back above 71,200, what the fuck's it matter? We're going down. Alright? Blood in the streets. So again, we know our levels we gotta break back above. Where is my chart? You know, I've only got like 1,000 Bitcoin charts, you guys. So I know it's kind of hard sometimes when I don't have them up. They get really hard and lost. So I got a bunch of news. Dow Jones. Have we looked through all these? I think we have. But it's just, we were able to show you in December the 64K top is what I was trying to get at. Now I forget where I was going to go with it. So it really doesn't matter. We will talk about this. This is my election year, leap year chart that I've been keeping an eye on. We talked about it last night. Again, we're still in Mercury retrograde, so we know what can happen during this time period. Throughout the history of Bitcoin, we've talked about it with this chart. Waters Above does a great decode on it. So again, I've added a lot of some things astrologically to this chart. Bitcoin having all the lunar and solar cycles during a leap year. Obviously we're just getting this one started, so we're barely into it. But I went back in history and did this at least during 2016, and it was really after this Mercury transit that we just saw an exuberant takeoff in the price right before the Bitcoin halving. So that kind of pre-halving pump that led into the pre-halving accumulation and post-halving accumulation before the post-halving pump that we've been sharing in another chart. But you know, I'm still keeping an eye on the time period of June and July as we head through May and what could happen. Are we about to head into another possible June and July lows, which is what these circles tend to represent, but we do have these anomalies a few times. We're in June and July peaks in the market. So are we heading into a sell in May, walk away that peaks in July and June, June and July, and another pullback as we head into August, and February, the beginning of the year next year, who knows? Or is this going to show us another May, June, July low that rallies into the end of the year? It's more the latter to me right now, but I'm definitely wondering what could happen. Now that we're starting to see a healthy correction and pullback that we've been expecting while in this box territory, like all the halving cycles have showed in the past iterations for 4 cycles going on now, you know, I'm starting to get back into track that this is our 1, 2, 3 wave is in, heading into the 4th before we get the 5th inside of the 5th and on up into some 6-figure Bitcoin prices, something that this chart has been sharing with us. And again, it's our leap year, leap day, so I was able to share since December and these lows heading into 64K for Bitcoin in the leap year, because it was testing and retesting. So it was a retrace, a healthy retrace, after we broke anomalies and did first evers, a left translated cycle before the halving, you know. And actually before, I mean, we were sharing it in December, so it's quite before, you know, we were sharing the opportunity of this happening, and it did. Hitting 64K, we're in April, okay? The cherry blossom season, we just passed through cherry blossom, you guys. We blossomed into this time period. We hit the peak around that time period, okay? So again, this is all based on a fib pool that I can't find the chart on, and a healthy retrace to 64K, and it amazingly happened on leap day, giving us that same 64. So February 28th, and again, leap day giving us that 28, which is a perfect number, the number of wealth, okay? But leap day giving us 64. We hit a 64K on the 28th of February. Leap day gives us 23, and it tied us into Bitcoin. I don't have that down there no more. I didn't save it. Giving us that same 23. So it was all pretty amazing the way the work played out. So what are we seeing now with our leap day chart? Well, we're seeing a possible pullback into a 5th wave right here. Okay, this is so very important. Into a 4th wave that leads into our 5th, our impulsive wave. So probably a correction here, especially if we start closing dailies below 61,006. The 618 is what I'll be looking at, like the golden ratio of 1.618. But anyway, so 61,800 daily closes below it. I'm looking to go down, okay? Golden ratio, giving us a golden opportunity to possibly short the market and reaccumulate and, you know, start DCAing into other projects that are about to get fucking wrecked right here. So again, why people have been out here, where's it at? Buying with just large amounts of risk in the market at tops after we get laserized from Biden and failed, you know, to break back above 72,000, fell back to break above 74,000 is just astonishing to me. Now, I'm not saying, again, we're not building a horizontal trading range and sideways trading range that could be consolidating and building structure, but you know, we've been talking about overheated indicators, this Batman structure and head and shoulders structure on the daily time frame and classes and all, and wanting to reset the RSI, I mean, for quite some time. So this is also, I mean, probably going to hit the 200 SMA, probably going to hit the 322, the 223 EMAs again at around these prices. And if not, then it's going to wick down to these prices possibly where they're showing and presenting now that this is starting, okay? and they're going to move up, and we're going to get the candle body closes on the daily above one of these, while the wicks come to some of these ranges, retesting the ETF highs. Okay, so let's remember that. And again, we can still go lower depending on what the matrix, what the market makers have in store for us. So it's all very important. Let's check out the chat, you guys. Do you see blood in the streets on Beltane? Last question. That's it. All right. So, you guys, we are several minutes into this video. I'm running out of time before I have to get out of the house. 51 minutes in. We got a few more minutes to kick some things off, to look at some charts. So let's go to it. Let's look at our polka dot. A recent call we gave our pioneers in class and in the trade setup. I know we gave it to them in class at least. But this potential bear flag that was forming right here, ABC corrective wave. Alright, banger, banger, banger. Came back down to the 200 simple moving average on the daily time frame. If we start closing dailies below this, we can go down even more. We've hit the 702 golden pocket after hitting the 1618 golden ratio of 5. Okay, and that goes from this fib pool way back here to this low, and we hit the 1618 back to the golden pocket. Not uncommon. Retest range welcome. Support right here must hold, or we're gonna go down lower. Alright, so I'm looking to DCA. Start DCAing into dot. About to go pop. About to be a banger. If we were to see dot and buy dot at these prices and see it hit a new all-time high, I mean, we could be looking at dot go absolutely insane, buying the $6 now, going up 1,000%. Oh my God, $70, 1,000%. We can possibly go to the next 1618 ratio of the next fib pool I've got pulled at $130. This could be a fucking Solana play. Dot. We gave $5 Solana calls out in 2020. That shit went absolutely absurd. Just went absolutely absurd again this year, and still might not be done. Obviously, everything's done right now, but in the long term, it still might not be done. You know what I'm saying? And you might not get that $5 Solana price back, but you got a goddamn $5-6 dot price right there. Let's go. Absolute banger. Okay. We checked out Velo recently, alright? It went absolutely insane. We gave our pioneers this call at 0.102 cents back in January, at the beginning of the year, back in December, at the Tradeaholics and Fibonomics meetings, okay? So very important, alright? And now, we've went up to 0.14. Back down to the 322 EMA on the daily. I told my pioneers this was a possibility. Can we come down to the 200 SMA on the daily 004? Get our opportunity from December, January back. If you missed out, I do think we can. We can see what happens. So Velo might continue to be the stronghold of Asia. Does that mean we're about to bring up stronghold? Yes. Is it headed to the 200? To 003 where Coach Abe called? Did you do it again, Coach? I don't know, we ain't went there yet, but we've lost 111 EMA on the daily. Uh-oh, headed down. Could we be heading into that range for accumulation to get a banger on stronghold that we gave at again 001, 002 back in January, December in the Tradeaholics and Fibonomics? It went up, wop, banger. Your $100 went to 1,000 on both Velo and Stronghold. You had $200 in, you made $2,000, banger. If you sold in that Tradeaholics meeting where everybody was bullish when we were pumping on Stronghold, Coach Abe said I'm selling. I didn't liquidate. I still hold some, but I've been DCAing back in. We're getting opportunities. Banger central. We're about to go to $1. What? Give me 27 cents next. From a penny, let's go. 005. That's $500 for 100,000 tokens. Change your fucking life, not financial advice. XNA, another banger. Coach has been accumulating. Oh no, we're going down, but we got this abandoned body, this ghost town, this abandoned candle that we've got to possibly succeed in retracing fully or retracing almost 100%. I mean, we're getting opportunity after opportunity on this freaking bullish Neuro AI token XNA. Let's go. I'm big on the X tokens. XRP, XLM, XDC, XNA, XRP. I said that, but the XPR token, let's talk about it. Where's it at? Where's our chart? Because we're going to talk about XPR after we talk about XCN. Another banger came back to the retest range. Coach gave his pioneers a banger. The 200 SMA on the daily, but they say you can't trade, Coach. Fuck out my face. We here to help you succeed, help you blossom, plant seeds so your future self can eat. Headed to the 786. The 7-8 Skeet. Shout out to Skeeter Bug, one of our coaches in the Tradeaholics and Fibonomics. Shout out to Modern Sword Roy Moore. Shout out to Yahuda and the whole crew. Patoy, Shaman 34. We got Jake. We got Chris. I can keep going for days. We're about to hit 1,000 members. I can feel it coming soon. When I hit them 1,000 members, giveaways coming soon. When I keep 1,000 members for a year, I'm giving away $20,000 fucking dollars. Think it's a game. I'm here to change the game. I'll go over your cryptos for free. You better drop them before we get off. We'll look at them buy zones. XNA been a banger. You better start DCAing in. $170 for 100,000 tokens. They say it's tied to JP Morgan. Let's go. Let's look at XPR now. I'm big on the X tokens this year. We giving you the X tokens today. You can't talk about the X tokens without talking about Metal Blockchain. At 6 fucking cents below the 200 SMA, you better accumulate. I'm saying we don't get these opportunities every day. It's been days since the 28th of March, or 28th of February again on the leap day. We leaped up and now we're back down. I'm just saying, we got resistance from the 322 EMA. That's why I teach this. We're about to shoot past it now. We just got to start building structure, building base, finding our low, and then wop bop bap bap banger. I mean, XNA, anywhere's a good chance to DCA back for another 100% gain. I mean, let's go. 11 cents coming soon for XCN or Metal Blockchain. Now let's go back to XPR. One we couldn't find, but now we found it. Are we headed to the 200 SMA on the daily? Who knows? This was a weekly retest on the 200 SMA. I mean, that could get real bloody. If the rest of the markets get real bloody, XPR, this M pattern. Uh-oh. We knew we could retest these ranges. I shared it with my pioneers. You better start DCAing $115 for 100,000 tokens. I'm giving away the juice. Shout out to some of them foolish calls we've made here at the Daily Candle Close News. Shout out to some of the bullish teachers and mentors and partners I have working with me and members here in the group. Shout out to every single one of you viewing. Let's go. Let's look at the chat and let's get ready to get off here. Alright, you guys, no crypto requests. Even though I gave an opportunity for over an hour for you to do them. I could have done them for free. I'll be back soon. With Waters Above Crypto Chief Wolf. Get ready, pass the word. Share it around. We're about to shatter the firmament. Burst open fucking pineal glands. We're about to help you become your greatest version. Pioneers rise. Let's go. Build your fortress. Build your legacy. We're signing out. And until next time, when the pen writes again, my friends, pay attention to the distractions and the narratives that we've been sharing with you that could take place. Start learning how to decode the markets, even though you get hated on when you decode the markets. Start learning how to trade for roughly $1 a day at Tradeaholics and Fibonomics here at the Daily Candle Close News at the Daily Candle Close News .com, where we offer our services. But yeah, man. Home. Yeah, you can go here. We can do that by going to Candle Close News, view site, boom, and I didn't do it right. But anyway, should be able to go there, dailycandleclosenews.com. Oh hell, we'll do it for you. Go to Traderholics and Fibonacci. Bam. There you go, that's what we meant to say. Oh, /crypto, dailycandleclosenews.com/crypto. But anyway, investing in tomorrow's leaders, man. Go right over here to more. Go to book online, you guys, and you can offer our services, our ebook, where we're, decoding sports, and where we offer blog decodes as well over the last several months since we started this website, and where we went 67 and 29 on those. But our Pioneer Academy and private Discord, $2.23 one-time lifetime access. Okay, I know it says 1 hour, it's a lifetime. Just when you purchase it, I'll get you set up. Our Breaking Down the Truth They Hide From You in Religion course, you guys, a 7-video $7 course, you guys, $1 a video, you know what I'm saying? World War III ebook, you guys, our one-on-one rapid coaching with Coach Abe, and just become a Divergent and Glitch site porter and start reading our weekly blogs. We've got 15 weekly blogs on the markets out, and they have been absolute bangers. Okay, so Traderholics and Fibonacci monthly Pioneer group and course and class. Okay, all right here. So we'll holler at you all soon, Pioneers. We're signing out. We got to go get ready to watch the new Civil War movie. Start looking at this video again, replaying it. Start investing in yourself, Pioneers. Okay? That's the most important thing. And start looking at opportunities of accumulation in the projects that you hold. Okay? But more importantly, pay attention to what's going on the geopolitical field of the world and realm that we live in, and protect yourself, protect your families, because it's not always about crypto. It's about becoming your greatest version and living in a world full of peace, love, and abundance. Can I get a hello? So let's go, Pioneers. Rise, build your fortress, build your legacy. Coach Abe signing out of this one. Take care and God bless. Pioneers, remember, what you believe in your hearts and speak in your minds will eventually become your words and your reality, and what you repeatedly do gets ingrained in your subconscious mindset, and what gets ingrained in your subconscious mindset becomes an unconscious action and an unconscious activity. Shout out to Coach JV at the 3T for teaching me that very powerful lesson that I share with you all the time, Pioneers, because I want my investments in myself to be guideful, helpful, and nurturing to you. So let's go. Much love and high vibrations. 103 minutes in. Shout out to the Dragon Year coming out the 103 date of the year where we get this sell off. What a hell of a video and decode. Much love.